Hi, everyone. Welcome back to our IMI Global webinar series. Today, I have Emily with us, and she is going to tell us a little bit about herself, and we're just going to get to know her. And so thank you, Emily, for joining us today. If you could just start off by telling us a little bit about yourself, so your background, any kind of information you'd like to share.
Okay. Hi, I'm Emily Ridge. I am a CVS on the Feedlot team here at IMI. In addition, I also help with some of our business development across the border in Canada, and then I also audit as well. So you may hear me on the phone, but you may also see me on your farm. I am originally from Canada. I moved to Texas to get my bachelor's and master's degree in animal science from Texas A&M, and then after college joined the team here at Where Food Comes From, and been enjoying my time ever since.
Awesome. Well, we're so glad to have you, and it's so awesome to have someone like yourself who originally came from Canada on the team to kind of give us a good perspective on your knowledge of the beef industry and especially the feedlot side of things, since I know that's what your background is in. So it's good to have you on the team. So you kind of referenced what your role is with IMI Global, but what is your favorite part of your job?
Oh, well, as much as I love being a customer verification specialist in the office, I do love auditing as well. I have gotten to go all over the country from Washington to Missouri to Texas to Vermont doing audits for IMI for all species. And so that's been probably my favorite part of the job, just because I love going on site, seeing the farms firsthand and meeting the producers firsthand. It's always nice to put a face to a name whenever you're on site actually doing the audit.
That's so awesome and such a unique experience you get to have, being a CVS and seeing that side of the, how that role works, but also being able to be an auditor and a better understanding how that role works. So that's so awesome. So when you are in both of those roles, what are some common things you hear from producers?
Yeah, well, starting with the auditing role, the biggest thing is just being prepared and how to be prepared. Of course, your CVS always provides you with a small list, but always just having those documents ready is what I recommend. Having your binder ready, having all your labels and letters there, and then just having an open attitude. We're just going to be mostly talking, and it's really unintimidating, so I don't like anyone going into it being too scared or nervous. It's really straightforward and lots of times actually pretty fun. So that's the main one, is just being prepared on the auditing side. As for the side for feed yards and backgrounders, the biggest thing is working probably with Beef Passport and reading. That's a super essential part, and Beef Passport has luckily made it really easy over time to get more integrated to that. So I always encourage producers to ask questions. If they have any issues reading the tags or looking the tags up, that's the #1 thing we want to see to keep our chain of custody in place and make sure you're compliant as an operation.
That's so awesome. Those are great points. And I think some of the things that the backgrounder feedlot side of things, they kind of don't really think about when it comes to the Beef Passport program and how to operate and work through that program and help them. Actually, it's a great tool for those producers to better keep things organized and understanding where things are and so on and so forth. And then obviously from the auditing perspective, knowing that it's not scary. It's not, when people hear audit, they think worst case scenario, but really our audit process is pretty simple and very open process and just very carefree, casual type things. So I think that's important to highlight there. Okay, Emily, we're gonna transition back to you. So talking a little bit more about yourself. So what are some of the things, it could be one thing, it could be multiple things. What's something you're most proud of?
Oh, that's a really good question. So, I mean, I'm really proud of leaving Canada. I know that sounds weird, but it took a lot of courage to leave everything I knew. I grew up in a very small town in Canada based in the feedlot industry, and that's everything I knew. So to make the decision to go to Texas was huge. It ended up being the best decision of my life. Not only did I get to go to Texas A&M, which was a great school, got to meet so many good people, including my husband, and walked away with 2 really important degrees. In my master's degree, I focused on beef specifically and their behavior and welfare. And that's a really niche area that I was happy to be a part of. And so I was really proud to kind of be on the forefront of that research.
So awesome. Those are really great things to be proud of, and I'm so glad you did leave Canada because now you're a part of our team, and I think a really great asset to this team as well. So when you do have this, which I know is few and far between, with being not only a CVS but an auditor as well, what do you like to do in your spare time?
Oh, well, spare time, definitely happy I live in Colorado because hiking and going to the mountains with my husband and my dog are definitely my favorite things to do. I'm also avid in spin cycling, as well as my shameless obsession with The Bachelor and Bachelorette. So that's what I do in my free time. A lot of podcasts, a lot of reading, but always liking to be outside in this beautiful state of Colorado.
Awesome. Well, I know you love to hike, so that's great. I know you like to camp as well, so kudos for you for doing that because I'm not that type of person. So it's good to be able to hear your stories on your guys' adventures and learn more about kind of what you get to do when you're not being a team member of IMI. So awesome. Well, Emily, that is all that I have for you. Is there any other closing things you would like producers to know or anything you'd like to recap on?
I mean, just at the end of the day, as a CVS and as an auditor, we just always want you to be comfortable and do what's best for your business, for your cattle, all of those things, and we just want to help you achieve that. So I always encourage my producers to reach out to me at any time. We can always answer any questions, even if you think it's not super relevant or you just want to chat. I'm happy to do that as well. So that's mostly just the main thing, and I really do like talking with my customers about stuff outside cattle. And I'm just really proud to be a part of this industry.
Awesome. Well, thank you again for taking time to chat with us. Like I said, now your producers that you work with or that haven't had a chance to work with you on the auditing side of things, now they can put a face to the name and to the email and to the voice, all of that. So we're so happy that you took time to talk with me today. Like Emily said, if you ever have any questions or concerns, whether you're on the feedlot side of things, backgrounder side of things, or the ranch side, you can give us a call at 303-895-3002, or you can visit our website, imiglobal.com. There is a large set of information on the website to help you navigate through things. If you've never been in programs before, or if you're interested in what other programs we have to offer, that's always a good resource as well. So thanks again, Emily, for chatting with us, and we'll talk to you all soon.
All right, thanks, Ashley.